FF01 happened was because, a young designer of mine was doodling a super sports hypercar, and Nick happened to spot that. He has a racing background as well, and it just sort of happened. First thing I did was try to understand what the company's vision was and their overall goals, and they're very ambitious, and it's not like a simple answer. It's about an ecosystem. It's actually about making sure no stone is unturned, right? And then the second thing is the architecture itself.
So the battery setup is a series of their cells in series and parallel, right? So you can pull out some of them.
You can pull them like this, yeah.
Right.
So when I understood those things, so where the company was going, and then what the architecture was, I wanted to celebrate that, the design. I mean, we're done with our first production car that you didn't get to see. The design is already done.
There certainly seem to be a lot of LMP design cues in there. Thinking of like the fin at the back that LMP cars have, and the aero particularly. I mean, the only other road car I've seen recently with the Ford GT springs to mind, where the aero again on that car is very far from being a road car.
Right.
What were your influences? Where are you going with that?
Of course, to be extremely expressive, to take all of our kind of design cues that we have in our first production car, and then just cranking the volume, full intensity, and that's why it is extremely expressive.
What is your favorite feature of the car? Is there one particular aspect that you're kind of most happy with?
I think it's first impact. It's got a wow effect. I think it's jaw-dropping. It's breathtaking. When I was looking at the car, especially in the final days of fit and finish and painting, you kind of stare at everything. You're analyzing it. You kind of forget what it looks like. We're very tired, and we're doing a lot for our first production car, and then this little side hobby thing now became like this thing, because we decided to show it at CES.
So what was the turnaround from deciding to go, hey, let's take a break from the first production car and make a concept to it's going to be ready for CES at the beginning of January?
Hard work helps. Yeah, talented, capable, and experienced. That's natural. Actually, there's a lot of those types around, but for us, it's the heart, the passion, the drive. Do a lot of nights and weekends.
Right.
That's why the design is extreme, to really show that we're going as far as possible with it. We have a really strong design team, and everyone's been involved in a lot of important cars on the road and concepts, and that's great. You need that experience to do good work, and then at the same time you have to unlearn things, right? You have to hit the reset button and say, wait a minute, we want to do something fresh, something expressive and special, and the whole entire way we got there was interesting and innovative. We had to learn new software, for example. We had to train our eyes to get away from clay modeling. And
so there was no. Did you stay away from clay? It was all done.
Augmented reality,
right.
Virtual reality. We got young guys that learn software on the fly. We were in an empty room with some guys and a few computers. That's how we started. We're already working on the second car, so we're busy. Everything's now overlapped for us.
Have you put it in an actual wind tunnel, or are you gonna?
We're testing it digitally.
Okay.
Yeah. Simulation, and the simulator we've been using is very accurate. We've been taking our first production car in the wind tunnel a lot. Yeah.
What would you say actually is the most rewarding part of your job as a car designer?
I definitely commend all car designers, whether it's a facelift project or $10,000 car or $200,000 car. It's extremely challenging. As a designer, you actually you're almost a project manager. You sort of work with these various engineers, and they're all very specialized.
Right. And
you work directly with each and every one of them, and you sort of have an overview of the whole car, and then you get to kind of put that thing together in the end. And that's really rewarding.